Hey, good morning, everybody. I wanted to just reach out to you and say good morning. It's Monday morning. I know there's a lot of people out there that are ramping up their business and leads are coming in. I know from experience that I've been overwhelmed here recently with the amount of people that are showing interest either through online leads, personal contacts, Facebook posts, replies, and things like that. So the question is, how do I manage all that and be effective in doing that? So what I want to do today is just encourage you to be persistent and reach for progress, not success. So I want to share with you a story of how I basically got here today, and I think it was from someone who just did one thing which led to another thing, which led to another thing, which basically brought me here today. So a few years back, I was out researching where I could find materials, free materials specifically, for a church that was struggling financially and short-staffed and things like that. And so I did some Googling. I found something called lifechurch.tv who handed out free materials, quality materials, and I was really excited. I filled out a form, and this was on a Sunday afternoon. And about a half an hour later, I got a phone call. Not an email. I did get an email saying my form was submitted, but I got a phone call from an individual who I have never talked to before. Didn't know who he was or where he was from, but his name was Andrew, and he was following up from the form I submitted. And the importance of that is he took a single step. He reached out because I showed interest. He didn't solve my problem that day. He didn't say, I have an opportunity for you. He didn't say, sign on the dotted line. He just asked me a question, what can we do to help? And let me send you some information. And his name was Andrew. He was sitting at McDonald's at the drive-thru with his family in the car after church, miles away in Oklahoma City. I was in Indiana, but he got a notification that there was somebody that filled out a form somewhere, and he made a phone call. And it's that phone call, that one contact that took maybe 5-10 minutes, that I believe brought me here to shoot this video today for this team and this opportunity. So a little background on that. So we developed that relationship with lifechurch.tv, and I got to know Andrew even more. And a little while later, a man named Steve Milkey came on board, and I developed this friendship with Steve Milkey. And it was Steve who introduced me to a few things, and we began a partnership in a different opportunity over the years. And so this summer, he reached out to me for this opportunity named Prove It and Keto OS. And because of that one phone call years ago, and through one man's persistence, through one man's obedience, through one phone call that took 5 to 10 minutes, I'm here today on Steve Milkey's team because of that one phone call. If I did not receive that one phone call, I probably would have never talked to Andrew. I may not have developed the same relationship with lifechurch.tv, if any, and so I would have not have met Steve, who brought me here today to shoot this video to encourage you to make that one phone call. That one phone call changed the direction of my life. I truly believe that. And I truly believe that you making one phone call to a person who is looking for information, whatever it may be, you can change the course of their life. You can impact their life. I'm not saying it's going to happen every time, but what I'm saying is you're feeling overwhelmed because you have a ton of people wanting information. And how can I do that? There's tools out there. All you have to do is provide them the information. You don't need to solve their problems. They're able to do that themselves and make the decisions themselves. You just have to supply them the tools that they're looking for. Be a guide on their journey, okay? All I can say is pick up the phone and interact. That one phone call could make the difference in your life from a business opportunity. That one phone call could change the direction of their life, both physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. That power of that one phone call, people. So I encourage you, this is my encouragement for today, a Monday morning. The next time you get a phone call, next time you get an email, next time you get a message post, pick up the phone, call them, have a short phone call, find out what they're looking for, send them the information, use the tools, and let it go from there. Let it grow from there. So hope that helps you guys. I look forward to working with you. As time goes on, I thank you, Steve, for helping me out. And I just pray that this video blesses you in some way and then it helps you out to meet your why.